Alright, we've got a new dirt game. This is just a tech alpha, I would call it, just to show off where it's at and some of the tech that is going into it for hammer down dirt track racing. So, this is for PC currently. It's made by one person, and that's TJ Peterson. I contacted him a few months ago when a viewer mentioned the game in comments. Talked to him for a bit, kind of got the gist of where he wants to go with this. Honestly, career mode sounds amazing with what he wants to do, but I've been around games long enough and been involved with some development of ArcaSim, iRacing, and a few other things, and then software stuff with my normal job. And what you say you want and executing it can be two different things. So, what we're going to look at now is where it's at. Everyone's going to be able to get this probably within the next week. I know he said it's a couple of days, so it could be that soon, it could be in the next week. I'll put links to the Discord and Facebook in the comments, but let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are at right now. We've got the Sprint, the late model, the modified, and the hobby stock. Now this tech alpha is only on controller right now. He's still working out some bugs with wheels and pedals, and obviously there are a million combos of that, so getting a controller set up a heck of a lot easier than the 500 different wheels and pedals that are out there. Let's take a look, and since I'm driving with thumbs, we're going with the hobby stock. So game loads in straight into the car. This is Stewart, and I'm not sure if that's Stewart, Nebraska, or what. As you can see, everything's a little rough around the edges, and I am not sure at what level he's taking the graphics. I can tell you though that the night lighting, I know he was working on the brightness of it. The night lighting is so much better than iRacing. It actually looks like there is light coming from the lights. But night lighting is so difficult to get done. So I'm having issues with the volume as well, so I apologize for that if it's going to be a little quiet. We've got different views for this. We don't have a paint scheme for the well, yeah, we do. We got a number on it at least, number 5. Perfect. So, let's try to get some laps around here. See what kind of lap times I can do. Hobby is definitely low powered. We got a late model engine sound just because I had a issue with the first build that he sent me with no sound coming through here, so he threw the late model sound in just so that it was working. Handling wise, feels good. Now he sent me the build with an accelerated track wear on, so we're gonna quickly do some laps here and see if we see any change in that texture. And I think I'm seeing it darken up where we're running. I think he said 5 to 10 laps to go from one to the other, but of course I get my issue where I can't counter steer quite right with a controller. Thumb's too slow. But yeah, handling wise, well, other than exit at turn 2, handling wise it does not feel bad. Let's go with this view just so I don't see my steering wheel. That sometimes throws me off. So we've got really good reflections on the hood. I mean, that is almost, that is actually 1-to-1 quality, it looks like, in the reflections. That's impressive, actually. Was not expecting to see that. There is a weird little haze, though, a few inches off of the hood, but again, just very, very early development. Alright, so I'm going to shut up for a bit so that I can crank up the engine sounds a little better here and make some laps to try to see this track wear. let's go try to get around in the sprint car. Should get around the track a little quicker. To work on just a little bit of brake drag on entry. And maybe just keep it full throttle. So quick here though, 8-second laps, that that's my favorite line apparently, just come out through the dirt on the infield. I would say, if you're struggling to drive the faster cars, go run that hobby for a while, because I couldn't even do this until I just ran that hobby, and that kind of got me a little bit more familiar with the handling. Really sits on the right rear, you can feel that. Very difficult right now, but that's probably due to just running with the controller and having to try to counter steer and do all that. Everything runs really smooth though. Oh, and that's the first time we've hit the berm. Oh, reverse has some weird thing where it revs up really hard and then you can't get it to go out of that for a bit. Let's see if I can drive third person here. I think I need a slightly different way the view works, where it follows the car a little with the yaw so that I can understand the yaw better. There are a couple other views here. That one's just further back. This one's right on the nose wing. Let's see what that does for me. Okay, that just puts me way too far forward. And, oh, hit something. So yeah, this thing just a beast, as you would expect. Struggling to handle it with the quick times. Let's go take a look at the late model. Will not be able to drive in-car with that. Let's get up on the hood though and see. Remember to just do a little bit of brake drag to set the car. There we go. Although still almost ending up in the dirt. Oh, oh, uh-oh, we're in the trees. Not supposed to be out here. Well, look at that lighting though. I mean, that lighting is so much better than what we get on iRacing. Overall, the environment's probably way too bright, but he already stated that when I was talking to him earlier today. And you go a little bit lower angle and you see that everything or a higher angle looking down, and you can see that kind of dims everything. So there's a few factors in how the light works. There we go. Hold around the bottom there. So I don't have the ability to move the stick to look left or right on the camera to be able to look at the car. Yeah, let's go take a look at the modified, because again, the hobby is all I can really handle. And then modifieds are even more yawed out. So, actually, you know what? They kind of catch themselves. Alright. Let's roll around with this for a bit, and I will shut up again, crank the engine. Alright, so that is all the cars. You know what? I just sat here for half an hour and didn't get completely bored. I was actually having a lot of fun getting the modified around here in the hobby stock. The higher powered cars, once I get a wheel, hopefully will get a little bit easier for me, but games are supposed to be fun. The track changing, obviously still work in progress, but that's a step higher than other dirt track games that are currently out other than iRacing. But for your entry-level dirt racing game, I mean, this has a lot of potential. And I think one of the best things about it is there's one person behind it, and that usually tends to bring passion to the game. There's so many good games out there that are developed by one person. You just got to be patient with it. You gotta allow him and understand it's gonna take time. Where this game goes, we'll see. But I think we're in for a treat. I don't know how long it'll be, but I think we're in for a treat once this thing starts getting working, especially with the ideas that he has for career mode. It's pretty much on par with everything I've wanted out of career mode. When I was talking to him, dirt track racing, rat bag, that's where he wants to go, and that's what we need. And if you add in a good working track changing through the night, then I mean, that's huge. So yeah, obviously early, but the goal here with this video, get the word out, get people looking at it. The more people that are looking at it, I think that's going to add some motivation to him as well. So share this around. We need to support dirt track games, especially multiple dirt track games. Go have fun, with all the other stuff that's out there as well, and look forward to this. The more we support all of those, the better, because competition really, really helps make games good. So, I'm excited. I think that this has a really good base, and it's going to be neat to watch how it develops. But the way it feels, even on a controller right now, it's pretty good. Like, the hobby and the modified were fun to drive. And if you add some AI cars out onto this, God, that I could sit here for the next hour probably having fun. So, the track list that he has, that he's contacted, is ridiculous. So many tracks. It's got potential. Go get the Tech Alpha when it comes out. Try it out for yourself, and then try it again when wheel support happens. But this is going to be interesting. This is going to be a good game once it's all put together, because I can just tell right now from this, the feel of it, from one guy, it just has that feel of high potential for where it can go. So, I hope you enjoyed that first look. Thank you again to TJ for allowing me to have a quick first look and get the word out about it. I look forward to seeing what everyone else thinks about it. Thanks for watching.